Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred of their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus have told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault. And grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under the leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable men. Come I to speak at Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? Or in the poor hath cried, Caesar hath wept? Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see on the Lupercal, I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? But yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause then withholds you to mourn for him? Our judgment thou have fled to British peace and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar. I must pause till come back to me.
Methinks there is much reason in his sayings, if thou consider rightly of the matter. Caesar has had a great wrong.
Has he, masters? I fear there will a worse come in his place.
Mark ye his words. He would not take the crown. Therefore, 'tis certain he was not ambitious.
There's not a nobler
Yesterday the
man in
word
Rome
of
than
Caesar
Antony.
might have stood against the world. Now lies he there, as none so poor as to do him reverence. O masters, if I were to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable men. I will not wrong them. I'd rather wrong the dead to wrong myself and you than I would wrong such honorable men. But here's a parchment. Under the seal of Caesar, I found it in his closet. 'Tis his will. Let but the commons hear of his testament, which part of me I do not mean to read. And they would go dip their napkins, kiss dead Caesar's wounds, and dip their napkins in his sacred blood. Yea, beg a hair of him for memory, and dying mention it within their wills, bequeathing it as a rich legacy unto their issue. Patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. It is not meet you to know how Caesar loved you. You are not wood, you are not stones, but men. And being men, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you. It will make you mad. 'Tis good you know not that you are his heirs. For if you should, woe, what would come of it? Will you be patient? Will you stay a while? I fear I have overshot myself to tell you of it. I fear I have wronged such honorable men whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it. You will compel me then to read the will? Then make a ring around the corpse of Caesar and let me show you him who made the will. Shall I descend? Will you grant me leave? Nay, press not so upon me. Stand far off. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do know of his mantle. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. 'Twas a summer's evening in his tent, the day he overcame the Nervii. Look, in this place rang Cassius' dagger. See what a rent the envious Casca made. And through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed, and as he plucked his cursed steel away, marked how blood of Caesar followed it. I was rushing out the doors to be resolved, if Brutus so unkindly knocked or no, for Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel. Judge, O you gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindliest cut of all, for when the noble Caesar saw him stabbing gratitude, more strong than the traitor's arms, quite vanquished him, then burst his mighty heart, and in his mantle muffling up his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, which all while ran blood, great Caesar fell. Oh, and what a fall it was, my countrymen! Then I and you and all of us fell down, whilst bloody treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and I perceive you feel the dint of pity. These are gracious drops, kind souls. What weep you when behold our Caesar's vesture wounded? Look you, here he is himself, marred as you see which traitors.
Oh, noble Caesar!
Hey, countrymen! Good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up with such a sudden flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. What private griefs they have, alas, I know not. That made them do it. They are wise and honorable, and will no doubt with reasons answer you. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator, as Brutus is, but as you know me, all a plain, blunt man, that love my friend, that they know full well that gave me public leave to speak of him. For I have neither the wit, nor words, nor worth action, nor utterance, nor power of speech to stir men's blood. I only speak right on, tell you what you yourselves do know. Show you, sweet Caesar's wounds, poor dumb mouths, and bid them speak for me. But were I Brutus and Brutus Antony, there Antony would ruffle up your spirits and put a tongue in every wound of Caesar that should move the stones of Rome to rise and mutiny and rage. Yet hear me, countrymen! Yet hear me speak! Why, friends, you go to do what you know not. Where hath Caesar thus deserved your loves? Alas, know not I, must tell you then. You forgot the will I told you of. Here's the will. And under the Caesar seal, to every Roman citizen he gives, to every several men, 75 drachma. Hear me with patience. Moreover, he hath left you all his walks, his private arbors, and new planted orchards on this side Tiber. He hath left them all to you and your heirs forever, common pleasures to walk abroad and recreate yourselves. Here was a Caesar, when comes such another?